Wake up with Matt in the morning.
Hey guys, Matt here with Matt in the morning, and today we're swapping out a regular light switch, boom, for one of these smart switches slash dimmer. Now what we're not going to do is go into setting it up through the app. These came from Studio A, the other house, and I'm just putting them back in the new house. But a brief rundown is when you get these, it'll tell you different brands have their own different apps to use. What I did was I loaded up the app it suggested, got it all set with a name, got it on the internet, got it all hooked up. Then I hooked it up to the Alexa, and then I deleted the original app. Then it was hooked up to that and good to go. So a couple of steps there I took. Again, these are already hooked up, so we're not going to go through that whole process again. Anyways, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. But first, I just want to mention, just like I did in the last video, super important, isolate power. You don't want to work on this hot. You know, if you're nervous about electricity, don't even touch it. Just hire an electrician and be done. Otherwise, turn power off and confirm you got no power. And I use two different methods if I was prepared here. One, you got your multimeter, boom, check the voltage. The other's a little stick tester, boom. Always checking on something live so you know it's working, because what's the point of using this if it ain't working? Most deaths by electrocution happen on 120 and during these kind of projects. So, check power, turn it off. Amanda, I'm talking to you. Tell Dave to double check, you double check. Anyways, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, like I just said, let's do it. So as you can see down here, first step is taking the faceplate off. Now I did already take power off and confirm power off. I killed the breaker. I'd already come up here, pulled this cover off, double checked it. When it comes to the actual switch, I brought the old drill, because quite frankly, I don't want to get carpal tunnel. These little screws can take forever to back out just using regular old flathead. So here we go. So on this, typically your top wire is going to be your hot, bottom wire is going to be your load, or whatever is going to whatever device it's turning on / load. Not always though. I'm not going to do it, but if you were to look back in this junction box, there's one wire with one hot and one neutral that's going to this bottom one. The other hot is going to like two others. So we're going to another one. So that tells me that's the load, that's the line. The bottom one is the load. Now on some switches, you won't just have two blacks, you'll actually have your whites hooked to the other side. So on that situation, you would take both off, and you know, on this, you're going to wire your neutral up to it. Some of the whites are hooked to here, that's fine. Pull those white wires or neutrals off, just wire nut them together just like right here. Not a problem. So, and again, I know there's no power on this, I checked, but just so everybody knows, well, not neutral, but there we go. Just to show you. So, pretty simple here. Ground wire, it's going to come off. Another thing I like to do, just to mention, if I'm hooking up something like this, I actually like to run some black electrical tape around here. I just figure you can't be too safe. Some people might say, well, Matt, that's overkill. I say, better overkill than to be killed. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Anyways, it's all about safety. It's all about getting the project done, not getting hurt. Right? So, we got our ground, you know, and on the back of this it shows you ground, neutral, line, and load. Line is going to be you're always hot. Your 120 coming in. Load is going to be the light fixture or whatever it is you have hooked up. Hook this to the neutrals. Bada bing, bada boom. Got a feeling I'm blocking you there again. Okay, so these have the little release. You have to have a small flathead. You push into there, which will release the wire. Boom. So there's our line. Also, just real quick as I'm wiring this up, if you're unsure, if you're just like, God, I just don't know which one's my line and which one's my load, you could, if you're comfortable with power, having it on. My buddy Dave probably would be. Actually, my buddy Mean Dean, Big Dooley Dean, he would too. He's a rebel, old Dooley Dean. So what you could do, if you're just unsure, is with power on, you can take your voltmeter and go in between neutral, the white wire, and one of these black wires. So with the light switch off, if you were to check the top one and you did not have power, the bottom one did, well, that's going to be your line. It's going to be your constant hot. So there's, if anybody's having issues with any of that, we could do a completely separate video on figuring out line and loads for light switches. For this purpose, it's just, okay, it's pretty cut and dry, it's very obvious. Let's kill power, confirm it's killed, and let's hook this thing up. So at this point, I have everything hooked up, and it tells you again right here, boom, boom, boom. If you don't know how to read, you probably also shouldn't do this yourself. If you can't read, don't do this yourself. Now you want to make sure to push the wires, see how deep this is? You want to make sure your wires are secured and pushed as far back as possible, because this one has a lot of wires in it, so hopefully this ain't a fiasco. Secured good, but pushed back into the box, because this box has to, oh man, this is what happens when they use too much sheetrock mud. You don't clean the box out. Let's just throw the mud in there and not worry about it. Come on now. Okay, so also make sure your box is clear of sheetrock mud. Anyways, my gosh. Bada bing, bada boom. So now I'm just going to take the super long screws and use my drill. Use my drill. I don't even know if that's straight or not. Looks good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's it. Well, let's turn on power. Make sure we got this right. Hang on. Let me go flip the breaker. Okay, I'm back. I'm not in shape. I had to go all the way downstairs, flip the breaker. Anyhow, back to here. If you can tell, we got a little light on there. When I push this button, light comes on. Push that button again, light goes off. Light goes on. You can go like this, you can go like this. Yay. Alexa, turn off nursery light. Oh, I was just a guess. We have 3 of these things. One of them's labeled nursery, bedroom, and TV room. What a great guess. That one worked. Okay, that's it. So I am new to trying to show somebody how to swap out a light switch, swap out a light fixture. So if there's something I'm missing in these videos or something you want to see more specific, drop something down in the comments, let me know. We can do that. We just moved into this house. I'll have quite a few projects coming up. I've actually already done a bunch, and I didn't think about doing some DIY videos until I'm already about over halfway done. So anyhow, hey, thanks for watching. I hope this helps somebody out there. You know, because if power is something you're comfortable with, boom, do it. Save a few bucks. Why not? Just be safe. Make sure power is turned off. O, double F, triple, quadruple F, off. Anyways, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next week or in a couple days whenever I do something else. See ya.